You know, you meet a lot of interesting people running a martial arts school. I had this one guy once come in. I always seen him like walking around, like checking stuff out. And he came in once and he's like, "Who's your master?" And I'm like, "Master? I mean, my teacher." Told him my teacher's name. He's like, "Do you know this one move?" And I'm like, what move is that, man? he's all, "You know, if somebody was to hit me and I fall down and I hit my head and I die, do you know the move to bring me back to life?" And I was like, "What, CPR?" He's like, no, not that. The move to bring me back to life. And I was like, "Sorry, man, I don't know that one. But I can help you learn how to fight, if you want to learn how to fight." He signed a waiver and never came back. But you meet a lot of interesting people in martial arts, really, like students, people that try out, amazing kids, talented people, strong people, flexible people, weak people, too much buffness people. But I have this story about a gentleman. Well, I guess I can't really call him a gentleman. I think he was a crackhead. He had no teeth, and his eyes were like crazy. But I was getting ready for my next kids class, and granted, it was a new student who never came back. People costing me money, you know what I'm saying? Him and his dad ran in real quick. And I saw a guy out there on the bike, like getting off his bike, like he was getting ready to come in, going, fucking. And I was like, I ran in, I ran out there. I didn't put my shoes on. You know, what am I do? I gotta fend off a crackhead. Don't have time to put my gear on, you know. So I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on? What are you doing, man? Like, you're scaring my students." He's like, "Fuck your students." Now, I have to say, if he was really here and we got video of him, we would have to have a translator, maybe some subtitles. So I'm going to do my best to imitate how he did. But it sounded something like this. Fucking students, I don't fucking care. You obviously don't fucking know me." I'm like, "Whoa, bro, what are you I don't want no trouble with you." He's like, "Fucking right, you're no fucking trouble." He threw his bike down and he got off. And look, at this time I have other students walking up to the place. I could see some of my little niñas walking in, like scared, starting to walk backwards, getting back into the car. And it's like, "Look, man, I don't want any trouble with you. Please, just stop this. You're scaring my students." He's like, "You don't fucking know me. I'll come back with a fucking gun." At that point, I walked up to him. I poked him. I kicked him in. Just kidding. I didn't do that stuff. But I did do this because, sometimes you just don't think. I stepped up on him real quick after he threatened me with a gun. And then I caught my breath. I can't fight people. Like, I got students in here watching me. I'm supposed to teach people how to not fight. What, am I going to fight a crackhead in front of all my students? I mean, I would have. But I don't know. We're really like what? Homeless crackheads, I assume, are always carrying something to stab you with, right? And I definitely ain't no knife fighter, right? I mean, I drill nice stuff like anybody else, but I'm not trying to get in a fucking knife fight with a crackhead threatening me with a gun, right? So this is what I did, and it worked, okay? Right after he took a bottle of cologne out of his pocket and he pulled his bike chain off and started swinging it at me, he noticed I had no shoes on, and he threw the bottle of cologne at my feet. I don't know, like trying to break the glass on my feet or something. I just kind of moved out of the way and let it break it, and it smelled like shit. Why do people wear cologne, right? You're walking around smelling like a fucking flower, making my eyes water, right? Stop with the smelly shit. You're just giving people headaches, okay? Fuck. But I picked up my phone. I was like, I'm call the cops, man. He's like, "Call the cops. They're not going to fucking come anyways." And they're not, right? I live in Portland. No fucking cops coming for 2 hours, right? Which is why you better learn how to handle some shit. But I know there's no cops coming, so I fake called. I was like, I'm fucking calling the cops, bro. And felt like such a bitch, too. All I wanted to do was punch him, you know? But again, trying to set a good example to the niños, okay? And I pretended like I was talking to the cops, and he took off. So the moral of the story is, avoid violence, okay? Especially if you're a martial arts teacher teaching niños how to avoid violence, right? There's always a way out of it. If you don't let your ego get involved, most of the time there's a way out of it, unless somebody really wants to take your shit, you know what I'm saying? I know that happens, but a lot of time there's a way out of it. And I wish him well. I saw him the other day riding his bike, going the opposite way in traffic. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? Nice. But like I said, you meet a lot of interesting people running a martial arts school. And this guy was very interesting, and I think we handled it well. Henceforth, he will be known as the crackhead guy I veered off. Crackhead story. Nice. I think he was on crack. I don't know. He looked like he was on crack. Or meth. No, it's meth nowadays, right? Meth. Crystal? Is that what they call it? Is that what the kids call it? Crystal? Yeah. Hope that works out for you, buddy. Take care. Oh, yeah, he was gone. He was home run, buddy. You're home run. You're fucking gone, man. Take care of yourself. I hope you can come out of it.